Hey there, Josh here from Limble CMS, and in this video I'm going to talk about the maintenance mechanic role. I'll go through the typical maintenance mechanic job description, industries that tend to need mechanics, what skills are necessary to become successful in the job, and the process to get a job in the maintenance field. And we'll also go over the typical salary for the job, which is something you guys often ask about. But before we dive in, make sure you are subscribed to the channel so you can get notified when new content comes out. Keep in mind that although this video is dedicated specifically to individuals who want to become maintenance mechanics and advance their careers, maintenance managers who are looking to hire mechanics to expand their team can also benefit from the information in this video too. So what does a maintenance mechanic do? Maintenance mechanics are often confused with maintenance technicians, but the key difference is in the name. A maintenance mechanic specializes in machine upkeep, while maintenance technicians often maintain the facility. Technicians typically do not have specialized training like mechanics do. Maintenance mechanics' jobs are focused exclusively on taking care of equipment. They typically split their time between routine maintenance tasks and equipment repair. They're also responsible for installing and assembling new machines and testing them to ensure they are in good working order. Mechanics are also expected to troubleshoot and perform emergency repairs when something malfunctions. Now let's take a look at which specific industries tend to need maintenance mechanics as part of an organization's team. Maintenance mechanics are in higher demand every day as the world becomes more reliant on technology and machines. Maintenance mechanics can find work in a variety of fields, including aviation, construction, electronics, energy, and manufacturing. And we discussed a little bit about the role of a maintenance mechanic, but I want to give a deeper understanding into the responsibilities most commonly found in the job descriptions. In addition to production equipment maintenance, maintenance mechanics are also responsible for helping keep their facility in good operating condition by performing preventive maintenance, machine tests, troubleshooting, resolving technical issues, and performing emergency repairs. So, common job duties can include installing and assembling new machines and equipment, maintaining a preventive maintenance schedule for inspecting, servicing, and testing machinery, diagnosing and repairing machine failures, installing replacement parts, which will often fabricate themselves using machine shop instruments, and using power tools and different hand tools to complete assigned maintenance tasks and work orders. They also follow industry best practices, SOPs, lotto procedures, and other safety guidelines. Also, they log performed maintenance work through either paper documentation or something like a CMMS. And these are the key duties, but of course, they vary depending on the organization's size and the industry. Also, when you move up in the ranks to become a senior maintenance mechanic, job duties do change. You may be tasked with management level tasks such as creating maintenance schedules, assigning work to other team members, and even training new maintenance mechanics that enter the plant floor, for example. But no matter what sort of maintenance mechanic you end up becoming, the skills and traits that make a great professional are similar. And that's what we're going to cover here. And as you go through this section of the video, I recommend that you use the points to start laying out goals. Based on the keys to success that I'm going to discuss, you can identify what capabilities you still need to develop and set short-term goals to gain them. This way it'll be easier for you to stand out from other job seekers. And if you're a maintenance manager looking to hire maintenance mechanics, these next two sections will be helpful for you to create the job requirements. Now let's go ahead and jump into it. You have problem-solving skills. A good maintenance mechanic must be good on their toes. The job often requires identifying machine breakdown causes and creating solutions on the spot, sometimes under a load of pressure. And you have technical skills. A maintenance mechanic must be able to read schematics, use precision measurement tools as well as many other maintenance tools, follow instructions, and understand general mechanical systems. Some of the technical qualifications include having a boiler license, a journeyman license, a welding certification, an HVAC certification, a forklift certification, and having both a driver's and an electrical license. But keep in mind that different businesses will require different qualifications. For example, a maintenance mechanic that is part of a building maintenance team might not need a forklift certification, but they'll need one for HVAC. And physical ability is another important point. Being a maintenance mechanic can be physically demanding with long hours and lots of time on your feet. You'll often spend time in awkward positions picking up heavy tools and moving large pieces of equipment. You must also be good with your hands. Having basic mechanical skills along with steady hands and not being afraid to get your hands dirty are staples for every maintenance mechanic. And last but not least, you must have basic computer skills. As more and more organizations focus on streamlining their business processes, using technology is simply unavoidable. The maintenance department is no exception here. Using email, working on a smartphone, and other computer software programs are must-have abilities for a modern maintenance mechanic, especially now that many organizations use a CMS software to manage their work. Continuing with qualifications, let's talk about the specific steps to become a maintenance mechanic. First, you should have a high school diploma, GED, or equivalent. Next, think about what you enjoy doing and choose a niche to specialize in that fits your background, interests, and skills. Think aviation, vehicles, construction. Some jobs will want their maintenance mechanics to have a 2 years associate's degree or certification from a similar program in industrial mechanics. Career advancement generally requires some sort of certification. Now, being practical, the most beneficial step you can take is simply to get that on-the-job experience. Much of a maintenance mechanic's expertise comes from daily practice. An apprenticeship may or may not be required, but hands-on experience with someone in the field always helps. So if you don't have time or resources to invest in a certification training program, make sure to seek hands-on experience. And when it comes to salary, like most jobs, that depends on the size of the organization and your level of experience. But I can say that the average maintenance mechanic salary in the US ranges from about $41,600 to $58,000. For example, Glassdoor lists the average base pay at around $53,000 for a full-time job in the private sector. In contrast, a government job could net you almost $61,000 on average, so a little bit higher. And obviously, these numbers will also be varied based on where you're working. For instance, you'll earn more working in Los Angeles than in rural Nebraska. Your field will also contribute to determine how much you earn. Full-time airline mechanics, for example, make the most at nearly $64,000 on average and with higher earning potential over time. But to keep expectations realistic, the expected salary for an entry-level position is around $38,000 per year. Technicians with 10 plus years of experience ready to take a more supervisory role can earn north of $60,000 per year. I know what you're thinking now, so let's talk about career advancement. So if you're just starting out as a maintenance mechanic, the next step in the journey to get the paycheck of over $60,000 a year is going from mechanic to manager. And really, there's no secret sauce here. The best way to get a promotion is to put in the time. The more years you have under your belt doing great work, the more valuable you become. However, that's not the only way to get a promotion. Other factors can influence the direction of your career takes. This includes investing in getting a degree if you don't have one. Many maintenance managers have degrees from trade schools in their chosen field. Although it is possible to obtain a position as a maintenance manager without a college degree, having one will increase the likelihood of promotion later. And some positions require a minimum of a bachelor's degree, especially for a technical or industrial facility. You can also complete coursework at a vocational school to gain additional knowledge. Getting leadership experience is also an important step. A managerial position requires at least some experience not only in performing your primary job responsibilities, but in leading others. Find specific projects or teams where you can play a leadership role now to start getting managerial expertise. And getting certified by credible institutions may also accelerate the process. So find what you're interested in and go after the certification in that area. And once you're in a specific industry, you'll also find additional industry-specific certifications. The fourth thing you can do is simple. Take initiative. Speak up if you see something that could be improved, simplified, removed, or made more efficient. And look for ways your team could be more effective and communicate positively and openly with management to share your suggestions. Showing that you have an eye towards improvement and the initiative to do something about it goes a long way to show that you have what it takes to handle a bigger role. And last here is to keep working on your skill set. Being a manager requires other skills beyond what you do on the job. So focus on learning the advanced level technical skills of your job, work on developing a safety mentality, learn what it takes to manage and prioritize projects and tasks, and make sure you can communicate effectively and explain complex ideas to non-technical audiences. And invest time in learning how to use software to create schedules, monitor, and order stock. And with that said, I know we went over a lot in this video, but I hope it helped you understand more about the role of a maintenance mechanic. And whether you are interested in becoming one or whether you want to hire a maintenance mechanic, you should now be equipped with more knowledge to take those exact steps. And maintenance mechanics are essential to keeping the organization running smoothly. If you think about it, the machines that keep the world running can't operate without a maintenance mechanic standing by. There's a lot of stress involved in the job, but many organizations have been able to lighten the mental load by relying on maintenance software. If you want to learn more about a maintenance software that can help do this, like Limble CMS, feel free to start a free 30-day trial or request a demo or try our self-demo. With that said, I wish you the best of luck on your journey to become a successful mechanic or hire a talented one. And if you have any questions or suggestions for the next videos, feel free to drop them in the comments below. And of course, if you enjoyed this video, make sure to go ahead and like it and subscribe to our channel so that way you can see all of our following videos on how to help you run a great maintenance organization and succeed in the maintenance world. Cheers.